The conflict in the Middle East had people in the Bay Area protesting today, and politicians, along with war crime and political experts, are weighing in. KRON 4's Sara Stinson joins us in studio now with the story. Sara?
Dan, that's right. As tensions between the U.S. and Iran continue, protesters say they're appalled by the president's actions in the last 24 hours, while political and legal experts warn the situation could have global consequences.
This madman should not have his finger on the nuclear button and should not be the president of the United States one more day.
People gathered in Berkeley Tuesday afternoon calling for the removal of President Donald Trump after his threats to take out the entire civilization of Iran.
We're here to say we have to remove Trump now. This is outrageous. We cannot have the president threatening and calling for genocide against a whole civilization.
Protesters say they're relieved the president has suspended an escalation of attacks on Iran for 2 weeks.
A win, a victory that Trump was forced to back down.
Political analyst Michael Yockey says the pause may open the door for diplomacy, but risks remain.
Both sides are looking for some kind of way to negotiate this. Maybe this 2 weeks will give us the opportunity, but there are many, many reasons that this could go awry very, very quickly.
Democrats, including former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, are urging members of President Trump's cabinet to invoke the 25th Amendment and hand his powers to the vice president. She wrote on X saying, quote, Donald Trump's instability is more clear and dangerous than ever. If the cabinet is not willing to invoke the 25th Amendment and restore sanity, Republicans must reconvene the Congress to end this war, end quote. Vice President J.D. Vance struck a more moderate tone at an unrelated event in Hungary.
We've got tools in our toolkit that we so far haven't decided to use. The President of the United States can decide to use them, and he will decide to use them if the Iranians don't change their course of conduct.
And more than 100 U.S.-based international law experts have published a letter saying American strikes on Iran violate the United Nations Charter and need to be investigated as potential war crimes.
And that we therefore wanted to motivate political actors with political influence, to seek to bring the United States back into compliance with international law and to inform the public of what's being done in our name.
As for prosecuting potential war crimes, the professor said that could happen in a U.S. courtroom, but that would have to take a different government regime that wanted to make it happen. And more protests are planned for this week, including one in San Francisco Wednesday. You can always follow the latest on KRON4.com. I'm Sara Stinson reporting KRON 4 News.